One of the best ways to deal with a narcissist that you cannot go no contact with is to simply stop explaining yourself to them. Narcissistic individuals need your justifications, they need your explanations so that they can twist them and use them against you, so that they don't have to defend themselves to you because you're that busy explaining yourself to them. However, when you learn to no longer give them the reaction that they are so desperately craving for from you, when you're not biting, when you're not begging for their attention, when you're no longer playing their games, the narcissist has lost control. And they react in many different ways when their manipulative tactics stop working. It's triggered that narcissistic injury because you're no longer feeding them the attention that they believe they're entitled to. So it can lead to narcissistic rage. They can explode, they can shout, they can scream, they can blame, they can attack, they can slam doors, they can punch walls. It's their panic mode. They're losing control and they're trying to intimidate you back under their spell. This is when comes their threats. Narcissists can also go back into the love bombing stage. Suddenly, they'll be kind again. They will act kind again. They suddenly want to do things for you, do things with you. They can be charming. They can say all the right things, and temporarily they might do a couple of the right things. They will pretend to change, but it's not growth, it's bait. They change just long enough to suck you back into their games. And then once they've got you where they want you, they punish you for making them have to suck you back into their games. Out can come their guilt trips. They can say things like, I can't believe you think that of me. After all I've done for you, this is how you repay me. Or you've turned cold. I didn't think you, of all people, would be like this. You're just like the rest of them. Narcissists play the victim to make you feel guilty, to pull you back in, to get you to feel bad so that they can get the attention they believe they're entitled to. They can go all out with the silent treatment. Narcissists don't disappear because they're done. They disappear because they fear exposure, or to make you feel abandoned and anxious, to get you to chase after them, to message them, to call them, so that they can feel valid and important and like they matter to you, and tell everyone how you're obsessed. You just won't leave them alone. Narcissists tell half-truths. They only show the side of the story that makes them look like the hero or the victim or somebody that everybody wants. They leave out massive key details so that they can get their needs met. And they can do this in their smear campaign against you. When you're not reacting, they can go all out to ruin your reputation. When a narcissist loses control over you, they go all out to control what other people think of you. They flip the script. They tell others that you're toxic, you're abusive, you're ignorant, you don't care, even to your family and to your friends. And if you've got children with a narcissist, they will even fill the children's heads with these kinds of lies. They turn the children into little spies, and then they quiz the children about what you're doing, and then they tell the children some horrific things about you that aren't true. They can send their flying monkeys your way. Flying monkeys is a term coined from the movie The Wizard of Oz, where the witch sends out her flying monkeys to Dorothy to do her dirty work for her. And a narcissist will do the same. They'll even get mutual friends and family members to come after you, to question you, to guilt trip you, or even to spy on you for the narcissist, to feed the narcissist the information that they want about you. They can suddenly act as though they're remorseful. Narcissists are very good at acting, and they can come on strong with the sudden apologies. Narcissists don't say sorry to change, but to reset the cycle. Always watch their actions, not their words. And with their apology, they don't tend to take responsibility. They like to avoid this. So with the narcissist and their false apology, it tends to be more of a case of, I'm sorry if you hadn't. I'm sorry, but you didn't. I'm sorry, you. It's always somebody else's fault and never their own. And because they don't take responsibility, they're not going to see an error in their actions. They lack the empathy. They believe that you're the issue for responding to their actions and not allowing them to do what they believe they're entitled to do. When you stop explaining to a narcissist, you're stopping feeding their ego, and they panic. And with their panic, that is your confirmation that it was never actually about love. It was all about control. Narcissistic individuals aren't interested in other people. They're interested in getting their own needs met. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviours to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a select few one-to-one slots available, and on Amazon there are several books available how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, such as narcissistic individuals. Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for empowerment and recovery, which is a prompted journal. So it's recording your triggers and then writing them out to give you more understanding of how you're handling the situation. 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain. A Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. Can't speak. And then Behind the Mask, The Rise of the Narcissist, which is the first in hopefully a 3-part series. This one's a novel. If anyone's interested in any of those, they are all available on Amazon. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.